I'm Eric Schumacher Rasmussen, the chair of streaming media conferences and CMO for a startup called Ideas, and I'm here at Northern Waves in Oslo, a wonderful event that I'm so glad is back happening in person. And we've got a terrific lineup of speakers today, including Jesper Dahl, who is the GM of Pluto for Northern and Central Europe.
That is correct.
Can you talk a little bit about what Pluto TV is and what your role is in Pluto?
Yes, so Pluto is the leading free advertising funded service in the world. We have 17 million monthly active users. It is a completely free service where you can watch a lot of TV, film and series built with a live TV section with a lot of TV channels and an on-demand section where you can pick and choose yourself. And then you can just go to Pluto. No registrations, no password, no credit card, and watch content for free with advertising.
Right, and that's going to be the topic of your talk in a few minutes. Yes. Free ad-supported television, or FAST, broadcasting of adverts in OTT. Why do you think that topic is so important right now? I mean, it's frankly one of the most talked about things at the moment is this trend toward FAST and other ad-supported channels. But what are your thoughts on the importance of ad-supported services like Pluto in the market right now?
I think ad-supported services like Pluto is giving something new to the market, something new that people have also been, want to see. Sometimes people also just want to lean back, right? They don't want to go to and sit and discuss for half an hour with your partner what you're going to watch tonight, right? Sometimes They just actually want to go back to the feeling they maybe had 10 years ago when they had a full cable package and scroll to the many fantastic TV channels that you have. And I think a service like Pluto Free Services works as a great complement to the whole ecosystem that we have on content distribution.
Right. And it's not an either-or subscription or advertising, it's both, right?
No, exactly. And in many of our markets where where Paramount Global, which is my company, comes from, we both have an SVOD service in Paramount Plus, and then we have a free service in Pluto that works hand in hand.
Obviously, the whole world and our industry in particular has undergone massive changes in the last 2.5 or 3 years. What are the biggest changes that you've seen as an industry veteran?
I think the biggest change is that people also and companies realize that you need to have partnerships in this world, right? You cannot just all of you have your own SVOD service and your own free service, and you need partnerships in order to survive because there are so many streaming services, there are so many content owners, and they cannot all survive. So partnerships is the key point in the last 3 years, as I've seen it. And we've seen many, great partnerships happening, including our own partnership that we've done here in Nordic with the Viaplay Group, where we basically combined moved in their AVOD service Viafree into Pluto TV.
Right. Let's look ahead a little bit now. What are the biggest trends that you think we should watch out for in the next couple of years?
I mean, it's obvious that addressable TV or advertising funded service is getting more and more popular, right? Because, you've seen Netflix announcing they're going into a hybrid model. So it'll be very interesting to follow how Netflix is performing their hybrid model and how the rest of the market will follow in the next 2-3 years. I mean, basically, Netflix is doing now what we have done with CBS All Access and Paramount Plus in the US for many, many years, having a hybrid model. So it's great to see that people think that model works.
Right, and it gives consumers more choice.
Yeah, it gives them. So basically, you have like free advertising services, completely free. You have hybrid models where you pay a little fee and have advertising. Then you have the premium one with no advertising. So I think that's the 3 model that we will see different combinations of the next many years.
Right. Focusing again on the Nordics, how do you believe that Nordic players in the industry can remain successful in the face of increased competition from international services?
I mean, I think that is back to my point before, that it is partnerships, right? I mean, we have for many, many years had a great partnership with Viaplay Group, and joining forces instead of us launching Pluto TV and them also having their own services. Instead joining forces and creating one fast AVOD champion in the region, is the way forward. I mean, I think local broadcasters or local companies can gain a lot of great things by cooperating with international services going forward. And I think we'll see way more of those partnerships going forward.
I think so too, and that's another way that I think the Nordics have been a little bit out front of the rest of the world, in terms of forging those partnerships. Partnerships have been something that have been talked about here at Northern Waves ever since the beginning. So, Great insights. Thanks so much for your time, Jesper.
Of course, always a pleasure. Thanks a lot.